Okay, let's get straight to business because this is something that is very important to me. A few days ago, I uploaded the Kickstarter video to Loresmyth's new and upcoming Dungeons & Dragons, tabletop RPG products modules called Remarkable Shops and Their Wares. And I just wanted to borrow a few minutes of your time to just tell you why I think it's so freaking important that you go over to the link in the description below and make sure you support this small Dutch company because they make some amazing stuff. If you don't know who Loresmyth is, well, in the earlier days of my channel, and yes, my channel is still very young, so the earlier days of my channel, I've reviewed a couple of their products, and they make an amazing line of products, although their line of products is not as big as some of the bigger companies, because, well, the company Loresmyth is, like, run by one guy, I think, and there's another couple of people helping out. I don't really know what's going on there. It's just a small Dutch company with some very decent modules, some very decent products. For example, I've reviewed the Claws of Madness and Whispers from the Void on this channel, and I liked them very much, of course, because if I didn't like them, I wouldn't have featured them on my channel. They're as good as you'd expect from those small module adventures. This one has tentacles everywhere. If you like to see the review, make sure to click somewhere here where you can click through to the review. I have played through these as a player, not as a dungeon master, so that gives an entirely different kind of experience than playing through it as a dungeon master. So I really liked them. This is kind of really creepy because it has tentacles coming out of people and stuff like that. Really enjoyed it. But their flagship product has to be Remarkable Inns and their drinks and their wares and their food and their NPCs and everything. This also I featured on my channel also in the earlier days of my channel, so when I didn't really know how to do YouTube. I still don't really know how to do YouTube, but well, I really like this one. And just to give you a reminder, there is a review of it, but to give you a reminder, it is just a book full of inns, like remarkable inns and their drinks. There's menus for these inns, there's NPCs, there's story hooks for these inns, and there's even a chapter in this book that has ways and tips for you to create a really interesting inn. And let's face it, we've all started a campaign someday or another. We all start a campaign inside a tavern. There's some really cool taverns in here. There's some really cool artwork on the cover. And this book actually is the reason why I'm creating this video, because now there is going to be a follow-up called Remarkable Shops and Their Wares. If you've seen the Kickstarter video of Remarkable Shops, you know that Loresmyth is creating something that has to be of pure and utter quality. Because they are a small company and they don't bring out a lot of stuff, they really take their time to create awesome and good modules. I mean, Remarkable Inns is full of amazing artwork, amazing writing skills, there is good humor in there, there's great NPC and story hooks in there, so I expect about the same from Remarkable Shop. So I think it's really worth clicking the link in the description below and just checking out the Kickstarter page for yourself, because there is some very cool pledge levels. You can get, like, for cheap, you can get the PDF. You can get the PDF of both Remarkable Shops and Remarkable Inns. You can get softcover books of both, you can get hardcover books of both, and if there's one pledge level that I really advise you to take a look at, that is the hardcover bundle. You will get a hardcover of Remarkable Shops and Their Wares, and you'll get a hardcover version of Remarkable Inns and Their Drinks for only, I guess it's 50 euros. So for 50 euros you get both these books, which is an amazing deal. The books are amazing. Remarkable Inns, by the way, I've lent out to a few people, to a few of my friends who play D&D, Dungeon Masters, and they all agree that it's one of the best books on inns. Maybe it's only like the only book on taverns there is, I don't know. But it's like really thorough, so make sure to click the link in the description below. And if you really want to spend your money and you really want to support Loresmyth because you really want to show them your love, you can get one of those great big packages, which are really cool because there is this package where you can get Whispers from the Void, Claws of Madness, remarkable ints, of course remarkable shops, this very cool t-shirt. They have a set of dice I have myself, they're really cool. Those dungeon decks, which are decks that you can take cards out to create random magic items and other weird items. Almost anything Loresmyth has ever created is in this bundle, and these bundles are actually very well priced, come to think of it, so it's really worth to check that out also. A last thing I want to say, and this one is amazingly cool, but it will set you back $250, euros, I'm sorry, but it is very cool. You can immortalize yourself as an NPC in remarkable shops. I mean, if you really love Loresmyth and you really like their products, that's just cool. So I started creating and recording this video with the plan of talking about the stretch goals of this Kickstarter. But the thing is, my laptop is right there and I'm seeing right now that they already made 3 out of the 4 stretch goals for their Kickstarter, and they are well on their way of making the 4th one. The stretch goals are really awesome. For example, one of the stretch goals was that there were extra interior floor plans of the shops, which is going to happen. It's amazing. And it just proves that a small company like Loresmyth can be really popular among the right set of people, and they can really get some support behind their products if they just focus on creating good products. So even if you don't decide to support them right now and you decide like, who the hell is Loresmyth, I'm not going to support them right now and I'm just going to wait it out, don't worry about it, it's no problem. I will review remarkable shops on my channel right here once the book comes out in like a year or so. So if you want to see that review or any of my other reviews that are up and coming, by the way, my next review will be Lamb's Light Sanitarium, a creepy madhouse horror setting for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, which is really original and really creepy and really cool, but I will review it as my next review. It's going to be amazing, it's going to blow your mind. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see any of that. Also, if you want to see any of my other reviews that already exist, I will put 2 Loresmyth reviews right here, which are old and crappy, probably, but they still are on my channel and you can still watch them. I really like that my channel has passed 3,000 subscribers. We are at 3,100 and a little bit right now, and every day like 2 or 3 subscribers gets added to that pile, and I really like having all of you here, so I hope your inspiration may guide you.